In My Heels, an Adrienette High School Prom Alternate Universe Fanfiction, Chapter 2. Marinette is about 15% nerves and 85% excited. She's going on her first date with Adrien today, and her friends have spent hours freaking out. Never in a million years would she have thought that she would catch the attention of Adrienette, the famous and beloved literal supermodel son of Gabriel Legras. More than that, she never knew she could catch the eye of the cute boy at her school dance. She touches up her lip gloss, making sure it isn't smeared all over her face, and pushes open the door to the coffee shop. It's after hours, but Adrien insisted that he get them special access so they could do what he had planned. Marinette runs a hand through her pigtails, greeting a young barista who smiles kindly and points her to the stairs. She goes up and discovers that a super cute and homey-looking living space, complete with a kitchen and one smiling Adrien Agreste. "Hi there," he says, hurrying over to her and help her take off her jacket. He drapes it over the back of a chair. "Hello to you too," she smiles at him. He looks like he's glowing, smiling ear from ear, and she knows that she looks the same. "I think I've been counting down the days till today," she admits with a laugh. Adrien laughs. "I have been too." He leads her over to the kitchen area, awkwardly taking all of the ingredients from a bag and explaining that he thought they could make some homemade hot chocolate, and Marinette squeals. "I love baking and being in the kitchen," she admits. "Yeah, I may have asked Nino about ideas. I know you guys are good friends, and I just wanted today to be perfect. I really just wanted to see you smile," he says sweetly, and Marinette melts on the inside. "You're so sweet," she says. They work together to heat up the milk, chop up the chocolate bars, and stir them together. "So tell me, what is it like being homeschooled?" Marinette asks. "It's..." Adrien pauses and thinks through his answer. "It's definitely different. I never grew up with a lot of friends. I kinda just knew some random kids because I've met them once or twice, but then never would see them again." "Wow," she replies. "That sounds a bit lonely." Adrien nods. "It was a little," he admits. "I ended up being friends with a family friend, Chloe. She's in your class, right?" Without meaning to, Marinette scrunches up her nose in disdain. Normally, Marinette is a friendly person without a mean bone in her body. Okay, Chloe, however, brings out something completely different in her. It isn't that Marinette just hated her for no reason. The girl just doesn't like Marinette, and not only makes it clear, but also attempts to act on said hatred. Yeah, that was the main issue. "Interesting," she says, trying not to let her tone turn bitter. Adrien gives her a wire smile. "She's a hard person to get along with," he admits. Marinette vehemently agrees. "I'd like her more if she liked me more," she says. "Well, I personally can't believe she doesn't like you. You're so you. How could someone not like you?" Adrien says, and Marinette blushes. "You really think that? You just met me." "Yes, I just know it." He pours the hot chocolate into 2 mugs and carries them to the sitting table. She takes a sip and delights in the minty flavor. "You're such a charmer, you know." The statement makes Adrien laugh. "I hope so, because this is the first time I've ever been on a date," he admits. Marinette's eyebrows raised in surprise. Adrien Agreste, famous international supermodel and son of world-renowned fashion designer, has never been on a date. Okay, sure, that makes sense with him having been homeschooled. He hasn't ever really had a person to go on a date with, but okay, still. It's a surprise, really, but it leads them into some deep conversation. Marinette asks him more about his childhood, what it was like for him growing up, what he plans to do after becoming an adult, and in turn he asks her about her dreams, her goals, and her wishes. Due to his father, he knows a lot more about textiles than anyone she knows, and it's honestly refreshing for someone to know exactly what she's talking about. Minutes tick by like seconds, and before she realizes it, they've been sitting together for hours, chatting and laughing about old childhood memories and excitedly talking about their futures. Wow, has it already been 4 hours? Marinette says. And she looks at the clock as Adrian washes the mugs. I feel like it's only been 20 minutes. Adrian nods in agreement. Me too. It's just so easy to talk to you. Marinette's heart skips a beat, and she smiles at him. As they leave the coffee shop, Adrian waves goodbye to the barista closing up and offers to walk her home. Not just offers, he actually insists on walking her back, making sure she's safe and sound, and Marinette just swoons. He's such a gentleman, and it's so genuine and melts her heart. Are you sure you've never done this before? She teases him. He laughs and scratches the back of his neck. No, definitely not. I was so nervous. I really like you, and I really wanted to impress you enough that you'd go on another date with me. Marinette playfully raises an eyebrow. A second date? She says in a teasing voice. Let me think about it. Adrian looks at something over his head, and his eyes light up. Wait, I think I have a way to convince you. He walks across the street, and Marinette watches as he greets the man at the cart of flowers. She feels herself fall even harder when he purchases a beautiful and colorful bouquet of flowers and turns back, walking towards her with a big cheesy grin. He presents the arrangement to her with a bow and silly salute. Here you go, my lady. I hope this encourages you to accept another date with me soon. Maybe to a nice restaurant for some dinner. Marinette giggles and takes the flowers, bringing it up to her nose to inhale the scent. Oh, you charmer. Of course. Adrian looks like he just won the lottery, although Marinette personally disagrees. She's so lucky to have met him, and she cannot wait to see what the future she could have will look like.